Hello, my name's Andrew, and these are the best Vivo Barefoot hiking boots for rocks, mud, snow, and everything in between. First off, my favorite barefoot hiking boot for doing absolutely anything is the Vivo Barefoot Tracker Leather AT because it's got a wide toe box, gusseted tongue, highly water-resistant leather upper, leather canvas lining for all-season use, medium 6.5mm zero-drop sole of excellent flexibility, and aggressive hybrid tread for all terrain. Because the Tracker AT is unlined, you can wear it with thin socks in the summer, or warm it up with a wool felt insole and multiple merino wool socks in the winter. And treated with beeswax, the leather upper is great for rain and stream crossings, with a good balance of softness for longer treks or backpacking, and protection for scraping through underbrush. Well, the AT tread can handle anything from rocks and boulders with the wider lugs, to snow and mud with the semi-wide spacing. That said, like most Vivos, the toe box is lower volume. The tread isn't quite as grippy on steep, slippery hills as a pure soft ground boot, and the beefy lugs do benefit from a thin insole inside the boot to add a bit of softness. For cold, wet weather, my go-to is the Vivo Barefoot Tracker Winter SG, which has a wide toe box, fully waterproof leather upper or synthetic vegan version, gusseted tongue, puffy full wool insulation, medium 7.5mm zero-drop sole of great flexibility, and aggressive tread for soft ground. Honestly, dealing with upstate New York winters, the Tracker SG is a lifesaver because it both keeps me warm in brutally cold temperatures down below 0 degrees Fahrenheit, and dry hiking through spring slush, puddles, and rain showers once everything starts to melt. Despite being a bit thicker, the SG tread has a ton of open space, which makes it highly flexible and grippy for tackling muddy, snowy hills. And while not as breathable as wool, the synthetic insulation is puffy enough that it still provides some excellent airflow. However, although the Tracker SGs actually feel great walking on roads and rocks, the tread will wear down faster on firm ground due to less surface area, and the thick lining isn't as versatile for warm weather. For backpacking and rougher weather, the Vivo Barefoot Tracker Forest Escape is an absolute tank, with a borderline extra wide toe box, water-resistant leather upper, breathable mesh lining for all-season use, thick 9.5mm zero-drop sole of great flexibility, and chunky lugs for challenging trails. Being Vivo's widest style, the Tracker Escape is great for using both in summer with the airy lining, and in colder months with plenty of room for thick socks. Like the other Trackers, it's shockingly flexible for being on the thicker end of barefoot hiking boots, because although the Escape lugs are the best in the world for taking a beating from sharp rocks, they're also spaced enough to grip on wet ground and shifting boulders. Still, the tread does feel like overkill for casual walks and hikes, especially on roads, and the heavier lugs do make it feel somewhat less agile than lighter barefoot hiking boots. For a do-it-all hiking boot, the Vivo Barefoot Magna Forest Escape is super convenient, with a wide toe box, water-resistant leather upper, wool blend slip-on collar for breathability, leather lining for all-season use, thick 9.5mm zero-drop sole of great flexibility, and beefy lugs for all terrain. With its lower cut, the Magna works even better than the Trackers for hot summer hikes, although it's still got plenty of room for insoles and thick socks, and I love using it as a work boot since the stretchy tongue makes it quick to slip on and off. Tread-wise, it's the same as the Forest Escape, making it ideal for extremely rough, rocky terrain that would destroy thinner barefoot boots. And while it's not quite as warm, the wool collar does do a good job of locking in warmth for winter hikes down below freezing. The main downside of the Escape, though, is that it's not as snug or secure as taller barefoot hiking boots, and like the Tracker Escape, it can feel a bit clunky for casual walks and hikes. Finally, for casual hiking, the Vivo Barefoot Motus Studio Mid is perfect, with a wide toe box, soft suede upper, leather lining, stretchy tensile collar, medium 5mm zero-drop sole of excellent flexibility, and minimal tread for roads and light trails. Oftentimes in the summer, the trails are dry, and I don't really need much protection or grip, so the Motus Studio feels amazing with more flexibility and ground feel than Vivo's other hiking boots, but with just enough toughness to protect against gravel and other debris. Also, the tensile collar is nice for airflow on warmer days, while the suede provides a good balance of breathability and wind resistance for colder weather, and the minimalist design and thinner sole offer some extra versatility for casual use on urban terrain. Overall, whenever I grab a pair of barefoot hiking boots, they're almost always Vivos, because it's hard to beat the combo of high-end design, natural materials, and performance in all sorts of terrain and weather. That said, if you'd like to support the channel, you can shop with the referral links down below, browse and filter more products with the shoe finder tool at my website barefootwear.org, or watch my zero drop transition video to learn more about barefooting. Finally, if you have a question about Vivo Barefoot hiking boots or about barefoot shoes in general, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time. Peace.